Good morning from the Stony Oak farm. Just finishing up some chores, feeding, watering. Had to dump her water out and start fresh. Had a little accident in there last night. So figured I'd take a little moment this morning to address a question that a friend of ours had the other day about how to tie a quick release knot for your horse. And I've got two different versions I can share with you. The first one is normally called a quick release knot. So your horse, assume this is on the horse's head. This would be the tail of the rope. You're going to come over your bar. Usually you want to go and tie to something that is going to be very sturdy, something that can't be broken if the horse were to spook and pull back or pull out of the ground, even if possible. So this fence I know for sure is not going to move. If it was a wood fence, like a wood slat, I wouldn't tie directly to the bar on the slat. I would go to the post that is actually concreted, hopefully concreted into the ground, or even a tree or to your horse trailer. Something stable that will not pull away if the horse spooks. I know this is immovable, like I said, so I'm going to use this for example. So I put the tail end of the rope over, and you want about an arm's length from your horse's head to where you're going to tie, unless of course it's a much higher tying point. Then you want to give it enough slack to where the horse can move its head around a little bit, but not enough that they can put their head all the way to the ground and possibly step a leg over and really get themselves into a pickle. So again, tail, I'm going to take this and twist the knot or the rope away from me, making a little hole or a loop. Grab from underneath where the horse's head is tied. I'm going to take the rest of that tail and push it through the hole on top of your horse lead. Easily goes through, and the reason you want to push that knot through is that if you were to reach through, get your arm or hand in there, and you're in the process of pulling that loop, and your horse spooks and pulls, your arm or your finger could get stuck in there, could lose one, could break one. Not good. Pushing is the safest route. You can secure this by pulling on the horse's line. This is connected still, and that will tighten this up. If you want to cause a locking mechanism, in case you've got a fidgety horse that likes to untie themselves, like this one actually is pretty darn smart. Even though she's just over a year, she knows how to untie a knot already. So we're going to lock that in place by going this time under your horse's line, through, and it'll create another little hanging loop. And you can finish it by putting your tail through that. You don't really want this to be totally tight. You still want to have access to where if something were to happen or you're ready to go right now, easily can pull this, and that comes completely undone very quickly, and you're done and ready to go. This time I'm going to show you the bank robber's knot. This one, the horse's head is going to be, for this case, on my left side. I'm going to just drape the rope over my secured bar or a tree limb, or if it's on a horse trailer it would be more sideways. But for this, we're going over the bar. I'm going to leave just a couple inches worth of loop hanging on the back side of it. I'm taking my tail end and I'm going to bring it under the hanging loop, over the horse end, and through between the original loop, or the tail, sorry, and the original loop. And that's going to pull forward to make another loop, just like in your quick release. To tighten this up, pull the horse end until it reaches its secure point. Once again, you can take this tail and loop it the same way as the quick release. This one is going to be a whole lot faster to untie, like a bank robber. If they rob a bank and need to get away in a quick hurry, quick tie of that, and you're done and gone.